Hello everyone, and welcome to my Emmerdale news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On Monday night, viewers of Emmerdale saw a character discover something damning about the evil Tom King. It's possible that this will bring Tom down, and people are hopeful that this figure will reveal him. On Monday, Tom found his missing iPad at Moira Dingle's house, where it had been carried by her small son Isaac Dingle. Tom's young cousin Carl Holliday is his pal and the one from whom he stole the gadget. Ignorant of the device's significance and its link to Tom's mistreatment of his wife Belle Dingle, they utilized it to play video games. The footage from the iPad shows him surreptitiously filming Belle at home. It also contains proof that he may have been aggressive and had stalked her. Belle wants this proof since she admitted to hitting Tom with an axe and reported him to the police for domestic abuse. The Mirror claims that the police are keen to find the iPad and are not aware that Tom now owns it after taking it from Moira's residence while she was away. Actually, Moira had watched the video, but she had forgotten about it and the iPad when she suffered a seizure after learning she had a brain tumor. Tom feels certain that he will win the case and Belle will lose. On Monday, he was shown teasing her about it, thinking that since he now had the iPad, she had no reason to hold him against her. He tried to dissuade her from continuing with her accusations by implying that she would not be taken seriously and would wind up behind bars. But it seems like Tom may have jumped the gun because he went back home and decided to destroy the iPad. It showed Tom smashing it into pieces outside the house, clearly trying to get rid of it before anybody else saw. In tonight's episode, October 9, 2024, of Emmerdale, Billy Fletcher, J. Consul, disclosed his major secret, and it's a deadly one. The character has been under pressure to support his impoverished family because his wife Dawn, Olivia Bromley, is caring for their leukemic infant Evan and cannot work. Billy asked his friend Mackenzie Boyd, Lawrence Robb, to locate him a new car, and Mac was perplexed when Billy seemed indifferent to the cost. Billy had large amounts of cash sitting about and had made multiple covert phone calls. Billy mysteriously informed Mac that he was occupied somewhere else after telling Dawn that he needed to go look at a car before they got Evan up from the hospital. Later, when Billy vanished from her view, Dawn was not impressed and needed to be driven home by Gabby Thomas, Rosie Bentham, to pick up Evan. As it turned out, Mac discovered a wounded Billy hiding away in the hamlet and brought him back to his house so Billy could be cleaned up and wonder what in the world had occurred. Billy revealed that his opponent had been overly enthusiastic and that he was getting paid to participate in unlawful boxing contests. Billy yelled at Mac that he was endangering his life and that he had to take care of Dawn and the children. Mac contacted medic John Sugden, Oliver Farnworth, who sutured Billy after he refused to go to the hospital since the people he worked for were dangerous. Billy was warned that one wrong punch may have fatal effects. Billy was advised by Mac to give up his dangerous pastime before he went home and told Dawn a falsehood about getting harmed at boxercise. But it appeared that Billy would be lured to put himself in danger again when a woman offered him double pay the following week in a message. How long before he gives up? Supporters believe they have deduced the direction of the Emmerdale Tom abuse plot, and it does not appear promising for the villagers. Tom, who is currently being investigated for abuse, has been frantically trying to hide his dark past by destroying evidence. This could take some time. But what will Tom do now that the police are closing in? Fans think he would ultimately snap and hurt people other than Belle because he feels pressured to uphold his image as a butter that wouldn't melt. When? Supporters believe he is set for the Christmas role. It appears to be the Tom special from Emmerdale. This week, viewers witnessed Tom grab back his missing tablet, break it to hide the terrible footage inside, and delete any proof of his misconduct against Belle. After Moira saw Tom's movies last week, she soon forgot she had seen them, had a seizure, and misplaced the iPad, which left him under stress. Tom shattered the tablet by hitting it with a rock once he had the iPad back. After being stabbed in the back with an axe, Tom is still recovering and is attempting to silence Belle as she finally begins to talk about the torture she suffered at his hands. What other directions might this go? Is he going to go crazy? Fans appear to agree. Social media users poured onto a Reddit thread devoted to anything Emmerdale to voice their opinions. The conversation was titled, "I Wonder How Tom Gets Exposed on Christmas Day," by someone. My theory is Carl Jr. tells all to Nicola and Kimmy. I think Tom goes on rampage and takes a few people hostage including Belle, the user captioned the photo. He intends to murder her, but instead ends up killing Layla. Then he tries to kill himself, but is stopped and is taken into custody. While some fans seemed to approve of the theory and agreed with it, others pleaded for the plot to conclude much sooner. He's still here for Christmas? Talk about stretching out a plot, said a commenter. One person said, "Oh my gosh, please tell me they are not stretching this out until Christmas." But someone else saw the brilliant notion to include Piper in Tom's downfall. Hoping Piper will escape from her new home and show up for Christmas dinner, they wrote. I would love it if Piper exposed Tom in order to exact revenge. Tonight, Monday, October 7th, Emmerdale spoilers show that Tom attempts to forward his plans by destroying important evidence, but he receives a cruel surprise while someone watches. Could this endanger his police probe, with Carl observing from around the corner? Tom is concentrating on trying to disprove his abuse charges and appear innocent after his ordeal last week. Tom watches Isaac with his tablet all day long. When he finds him alone himself, he requests its return. But according to Isaac, it's at home. But don't worry, he lets Tom in unsupervised by showing him where the extra key is. Oh no. Tom enters Butler's farm covertly and begins frantically searching for the evidence tablet, but he is startled when the door opens. When Maddie walks in, Tom quickly ducks into a hiding spot. Will he slip away unseen? Later on, Tom returns home after completing his mission. Feeling isolated, he destroys the tablet. Carl, though, observes from around the corner. Is Tom making a mistake here? Moira has a perplexing day as the weight of her diagnosis keeps getting to her. Moira worries about her planned appointment with Vanessa at the start of the show. Is she becoming worse? In another scene, Moira is seen by Belle, who asks her if anything has reminded her of the voicemail she left her. However, Moira is unable to recall anything. She is undoubtedly aware of the pressure. Later, Belle is filled with fear when she sees Tom, who boasts about his certain win in court, shocking her. Tonight, when Manpreet sees Charles and Jai getting close to one another, everything in the Dales becomes tense. As a responsible citizen, Manpreet separates them. Charles doesn't take it well when she chastises him after that. When they get back together later in the day, Charles tells Laurel the story again, still feeling uneasy. Charles won't listen to Laurel's requests to talk about it. He adamantly refuses to back down and ends their relationship. Laurel's day doesn't get any better because she and Arthur still don't get along. In the meantime, Nicola succeeds in getting Arthur to confess. Will changes his mind and regrets forcing Jimmy to sell up. He extends an invitation to Jimmy to home farm for a few drinks, strictly no business talk. Jimmy enjoys his leisure with no worries in the world. That, though, is fleeting. Kim shows there and becomes enraged with the condition of the space. She vanishes, then reappears ready for a romantic supper with her financial advisor, all dolled up. Will gets harmed and is left furious, while Jimmy's jaw is on the ground. Billy keeps up his covert operations and is behaving shady. He keeps answering covert calls and watching to make sure no one is listening in. He is seen shielding a set of boxing gloves from Dawn's curious gaze, clearly confident that he is not being seen. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.